Now let's meet the starters for the visiting Denver Nuggets. At small forward, Cameron Johnson. At point guard, Jamal Murray. At the other forward position, Aaron Gordon. At center, Nikola Jokic. At the other guard position, Patrick Carter. The other forward, standing 6'11", number 7, Kevin Durant. At shooting guard, at 6'6" number 8, Dean. The other guard, at 6'3", number 3, Isaac Wright. The head coach of your home team. One more time, let's give it up for your Houston Rockets.
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight we'll see the Houston Rockets as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. Carter out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Johnson in at the 3. And for the Rockets, the pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. White is out there with buckets. And it's Durant in at the small forward spot. And we know both these teams, Greg, are loaded on offense. You've been on some high-octane offenses yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, my college team was stacked from an offensive standpoint and incredibly fun to play on a team like that. Cannot, though, forget about the defense.
Tip-off goes to Houston. Right against Murray. Passes to Şengün. Over Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You can almost see the hunger and focus in the eyes of Alperen Şengün. I mean, this guy completely locked in on doing as much as he can for his team when he's out there.
First free throw is good. And last season, Greg, the Rockets tied for the league's second worst record. They expect a different outcome this go-around.
Yeah, their veteran additions, headlined by Fred VanVleet, key to turning the tide, but also continued progression by their youngsters.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And last season saw the retirement of former Nugget great and future Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony. Clark. He was one for the ages.
And you can't overlook the impact he had, Kevin, and I agree with you. One for the ages. As a rookie, helping them break an 8-year playoff drought. And he never missed the postseason in his 7+ years in Denver. Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Sengun. His game isn't all about power.
That's tipped. Right outside. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Carter. Sengun against Jokic. Takes it off the glass.
You know, the length of Jokic helps on these contested shots because he knows he can score on just about anybody in the league.
Pass to KD. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. The stupendous finish in traffic.
Even with the defender draped all over him, Durant locked in and laser focused to get that one to go down.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's sent back by Carter. Wright finds KD. Second shot opportunity. No good. Shot missing. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Gordon, the pass to Carter. This one for 3. Rockets with the rebound. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner.
Here's Murray following the basket by Jabari Smith. Murray against Wright. Here's Murray. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Orlando.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Murray against Wright. And Sengun throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Wright with it, and it's Carter picking him up. And Wright throws it down hard.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And, GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Denver shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Free throw good, Murray. And every season you have teams, Greg, that start out hot only to falter. How do you separate the real from the rest?
Kevin, that's a good question. And one thing is what we call point differential. Doesn't just look at wins and losses, but margins of victory. And it can indicate who's really built to go the distance.
Great dime that time by Smith Jr. there. You see the floor awareness really starting to improve.
Carter kicks to Murray. Bob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
Right, the pass to Smith. Houston moving it around. Durant for 3. Carter pulls it in.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Right outside. To the inside. Here's KD. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. KD's got 6.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Carter with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Wright. 9 points last game. Greg, remember back when the 22-23 season started and the Rockets were among the youngest teams in the NBA.
And it's hard to win in this league with youth and inexperience. Houston's front office aggressively adding quality vets like Fred VanVleet in hopes of stabilizing that roster.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Murray for 3. Şengün with the rebound. Houston leading by 5. Now the pass to Wright. Smith outside. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Love the confident approach by Smith Jr. Looked very decisive there.
Carter outside. He kicks it to Murray. Back to Carter. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound.
And you know, Gordon's so crafty and full of tricks that he keeps the defense guessing.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Greg, no secret, this Nuggets offense revolves around the 2-time MVP, Nikola Jokic.
He's the driving force, no doubt. But, Kevin, they've done a good job surrounding him with the right kind of players, guys that can defend, shoot, and play without the ball.
The free throw drops for Gordon.
Got to stay active when Gordon's out there. I mean, his ability to make something out of nothing is huge for this team.
Gordon hits both of them. So if you look at the Rockets' struggles, Clark, over the last few seasons, what stands out to you?
Well, I think it starts at the defensive end of the floor, Kevin. I mean, a team is not going to make noise in the NBA if they don't defend consistently. I'm sure improving on D is a focus this season.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
take a look at the numbers for Aaron Gordon. Averaging 12 points, 10 assists, and 5 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Houston. 6-point lead. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here is Carter after the made shot from KD. A baseline J. That's tipped.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
The emphatic rejection.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfect.
Murray against Wright. Carter on the wing. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And it's Durant missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Carter. The Rockets pull it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Durant, the shot from the low post is good. That's 10 points for Kevin Durant.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Murray up on top, guarded by Wright. Outside Durant. He takes it in and finished off by KD.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
That one goes. Count it. Carter's got 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Şengün. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Smith kicks to Wright. Back to Smith. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 7. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Tell you what, they have outworked the opposition and have capitalized on the putbacks, bagging their own groceries tonight, boys.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
He's checked in for Jokic. Christian Brown comes in for Johnson. And it's Bruce Brown in for Jamal Murray. Gordon, the pass to Brown. Stolen away. Here's Bryant. Valanciunas grabs the board.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well. How about the amazing crossover there, demonstrating exactly how dangerous he can be when he's got the rock in his hand.
Here's Wright. Gordon against Smith. Shot clock at 5. Durant for 3. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Bryan. And it's Houston with another.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead.
Now here's Brown. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Brown. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I think the defense gave him a bit of a gift there. I mean, he got all the space he needed to go to work.
Wright with it. Now, Valanciunas defending. Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. You look at Wright, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
And he's been doing everything you want from that position, getting everyone involved, making sure the defense has to worry about all 5 guys on the court.
And he's been doing it better than any other point guard in the league. That assist total of his makes that perfectly clear. I mean, he's the best distributor in the game right now.
Free throw drops for Wright. Houston making a switch here. Finney-Smith's check in. And so Wright nails both of them. The Nuggets trail by 13. A minute 20 left to play in the first. Here's Carter. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts. Doing all he can to bring them back.
Pass to Durant. Another miss by Houston. And so Brown will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Wright looking around. Durant. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 at 12 now.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Brown. Hasn't made one yet. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright.
Nuggets ball.
.24 seconds left here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, I like the fact that Gordon shows you nice skill there in picking apart the defense on the screen and roll.
It's Wright on the wing. He's covered by Brown, and Wright kicks to Finney-Smith. And Durant puts up a deep 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
4th team foul.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
And he's good on the first of 3.
Talk about a modicum of consistency. Kevin Durant has played at an elite level since he's been in the league, and that's a lot of years, and continuing to do just that.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Houston. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping it. We've got more in store for you right after this. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
Here's Murray. On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. Carter out there with Murray. And it's Brown into the three spot. And when it comes to Nikola Jokic, Mark, is it fair to say he's the best second-round pick ever?
Absolutely. You'd have to put him at the top of the list. I mean, we're talking about a multi-time MVP and perhaps the best passing big man of all time, too. I don't know of any other second-rounders that have those kind of bona fides.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, Clark, I have to say, it seems like the college game has seen a little bit of a shift in recent years. You cover it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the game, much like the pro game, has become a little more perimeter-centric. The three-point shot has been a huge part of the game's evolution. And so you see more teams playing to space the floor and take advantage of the three-point shot. Not nearly as much back to the basket post play. So I do think the game has changed. Not necessarily good or bad. I think it's just different.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jamal Murray had to be patient working his way back to peak form after his ACL injury. Luckily for him, hard work is nothing new. He says, I feel like I got better in the time I was out. I don't overthink when it comes to basketball. If you want to let me shoot, let me shoot. I'm just confident in my game like that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, very confident, right, D.A.? Thank you.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
Ball's knocked loose. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. The lead now in single digits. Carter's got 12 in the game.
Like the presence of mind displayed there by Gordon. He plays well within the offensive set and is really a selfless player.
Durant down low. Defended by Gordon. KD with the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here is Carter. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Right against Murray. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic bringing it at the defensive end. Love seeing him get busy at that end of the floor.
And it's Carter missing.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. It's Thompson in for Kevin Durant. And the Nuggets making a change here. Now here's Wright. He's got 8. And there's the pass to Bryan. Now Thompson. He's covered by Watson. Thompson in the post. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Johnson.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Capella. Can't connect from the right block. Houston leading by 7. Thompson inside. He's covered by Watson. It's tipped. Brown against Thompson. Passes it to Wright. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Brown. He had 16 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Over Johnson. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Defense all up in Finney-Smith's grill. But he stays strong and still gets the shot through.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Watson with it. Working on Thompson. The kick out to Brown. Jokic with it. He picked up 39 points in their last one against Orlando.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Here's Wright following the basket by Jokic. The pass to Finney-Smith. Plays it in without an inch of room around him. Finney-Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
That type of defense will not stop Finney-Smith. Excellent job converting.
Brown dishes to Watson. Brown against Wright. The offensive rebound. Rockets leading by 7. Here's buckets. He's got 5. Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
That's really a great move if you can pull it off, especially against tight defense.
Right against Brown. Pass to Jokic. And here's Watson. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end. Outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
Jokic inside. Capella's there. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Wright. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Brown. And Thompson sends it back. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws. The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, I really think the hard work they've put in the offseason and so far this year really making a big difference. I mean, they've made a huge improvement in their shooting at the line.
That free throw, no good. Houston making some changes. Şengün's checked in for Clint Capella. Smith comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Thompson. And he sinks the second. Houston leading by 8. Right outside. Şengün trying to free himself up. And it's Wright missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Johnson, the pass to Brown. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the shot goes in. And that's 21 points for KD.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Brown outside. Out to the right wing. Watson with it. He's against Smith. Clock at 4. Johnson, good. Houston in the lead. Wright outside. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Wright. He's covered by Brown. Smith on the wing. Here's Bryant. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And it's sent back by KD.
Somehow Durant is still a bit overlooked as a defender and shot blocker.
And it's Wright missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Clark, one benefit that Jabari Smith has had in his career is the wisdom from his dad. He has learned a lot.
No wisdom like a father's wisdom, particularly when a dad has traveled the road that his son is traveling in the NBA. I'm sure his dad learned a ton in his experience that he has passed on to Jabari Smith Jr. in a way that's benefited the younger Smith.
Here's Brown. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Here's Brown. He's got 7. Shot clock at 3. Jokic.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Şengün getting it done.
Right, left side. They get it again. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Şengün's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 10.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Here's Smith. The kick out to Wright. Down low, Jokic with the steal. And he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Wright dishes to Smith. The pass to Bryan. That's good. That evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now, here's Watson. Pass to Jokic. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Durant.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Brown. He's got 9. Passes it to Jokic. It's Jokic inside.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Here's KD. And Houston again with the bucket.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Brown. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And taking a look at some numbers for buckets. The last 10 games, he's been on a heck of a run. He's been putting up 35 points per, 2.5 steals and 4 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And the first one drops.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
For the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon is checking in for Johnson. And Murray's subbed in for Bruce Brown. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Right, the pass to Smith. Up top, Durant. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shots good by buckets.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pass to Jokic. The shot and game clock separated by 4. For 3, Murray. The Rockets pull it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Murray for 3. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 29 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. He's in a crazy zone right now and seems to be even hotter than he was in their last game. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
They're going to work in the paint. They're doing a great job. A good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
They wouldn't be in such a deep hole if they hadn't given up so many offensive rebounds. Getting out hustled, getting moved around, losing possessions. The one thing you can control is effort.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. Wright is out there with buckets. And it's KD in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Here's buckets. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And didn't have to go strong there. Just a little bit of the finger roll to get it up over the hoop.
Tipped away and stolen by Şengün. Right, the pass to Şengün. Here's buckets. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Here's Brown. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got 13 points. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. It's right on the wing. He's covered by Murray. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
An outstanding performance from Durant so far. But you know what? That's par for the course for him. He's just a natural scorer.
Now here's Murray. 10 points for him. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Smith, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And that's now 9 points so far for Jabari Smith. Right against Murray. Back to Jokic. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And right with the basket on the assist by Smith. 13 points for Little General.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Bryan. Good on the 3-point shot. Bucket's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team give up a bunch of second-chance points, because oftentimes that points to a lack of effort. That's got to be the main topic of conversation during the timeout. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Jokic is third.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
Right against Murray. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. And it's Jamal Murray with the three. Murray's got 13 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Clark, and you've mentioned this, what you like about Jamal Murray more and more is he's always creating for others.
You know, look, sometimes it's a function of who you play with as to how you're perceived. I don't think he's ever been selfish, but he wasn't always surrounded by excellent scorers. And this guy just wants to win, and he'll do whatever it takes to do so.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, some people play with a chip on their shoulder, feeling they don't get enough recognition. I can tell you that's not Nikola Jokic. Nuggets coach Michael Malone said he's not going to bed at night wondering why no one's talking about it. He doesn't care. He's reading his books on horses. We're winning games, and he's happy. If he's happy, I'm happy. Kevin, I'm happy too.
You've always been happy, D.A. Hey, thanks. That was good stuff. Appreciate the report. They get the rebound. Şengün with the bucket. He's got 12.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Right, left side. And stolen by Murray. Carter outside. From downtown. Rockets with the rebound. White's got his 6th rebound on the night. There's the pass to Smith. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Confident stroke that time by Smith Jr. You could see he felt that shot was up and down.
Pass to Johnson. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Johnson's got 7 points. Here's Houston now. They're on a 17-7 run. Passes it to Şengün. Over Jokic, and it's sent back by Jokic. Dish now to Gordon. Carter for 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Durant, the pass to Wright. KD against Gordon. The second chance effort. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jokic.
Well, you can't afford to bite on this. I mean, once Durant has you in the air, the rest of it is elementary.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Valanciunas comes in for Jokic. And Christian Braun subbed in for Cameron Johnson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Rockets. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Nuggets, 2 games back.
And you know, Houston, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
First team foul.
Here's Brown, defended by Durant. Brown, the pass to Murray.
Excellent coverage from Durant, able to guard multiple positions due to his size, athleticism, and length.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. And one thing that came from this new CBA GA, mandatory participation in the NBA Draft Combine.
Yeah, more equal access for teams to study various prospects. Player agents can't keep teams in the dark like in the past. That makes for a more level playing field.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Right against Murray. Out left to the wing. Here's Valanciunas. Şengün with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And Valanciunas pulls it down.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Here's Gordon, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
Nice seeing Gordon get it done over some pretty tight, stingy defense there, showing just how confident he is in the post.
The 11-footer. That shot off.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
Now here's Wright. 15 points in the game. Driving inside. And the shot goes in. Wright's got 17. So it's Denver now. Murray, the pass to Carter. Gordon against KD. Steps back and shoots. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Now here's Wright. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Sinks the triple. Wright's got 9 points here in the second half.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Right against Murray. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
And Wright, here we go. Lays it up off the glass. Wright's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Carter outside. Looking to end his cold spell. And there it is for him. 14 points for him. And it's Wright with the ball for Houston. Pass to Thompson. Houston moving it around. And the pass to Durant. And it's Houston with another.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Murray. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Now here's Valanciunas. Still yet to score. Just 4 to shoot. A 3, and it's Wright sending it back. Fast break, here they come. Thompson for 3. And they recover it. Back to Wright. Outside, KD. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. Here's Şengün. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Murray. 15 points in the game. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Durant with the steal. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
Relax on the first.
That's good from Durant.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for buckets. And then for Denver, Watson, he's checked in for Gordon. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Carter. And it's Brown in for Murray. 1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Valanciunas. Count the basket.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
Now here's Wright. 22 points for him. Into the lane, and it's denied. Outside Hardaway. Watson. And it's sent back by KD. Right down low. He's covered by Brown. And that one's good. Wright's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Denver's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Outside Hardaway. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
It's good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Now here's Brown. He has yet to score.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And so it's the Houston Rockets out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ. Everything you want in a point guard.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Denver, Jokic is out there with Johnson. Then there's Brown. Then there's Carter. And it's Brown in at the two-guard spot. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Unloads. Rebound by the Nuggets. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jokic. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Van Vliet. Puts up a deep 3. Denver grabs the miss. Brown outside. And with the new CBA, Clark, one thing that again didn't get any traction, the franchise tag.
Yeah, not surprising. I mean, if a guy really wants to leave a team these days, most of the time a trade will be made. it doesn't necessarily have to get to free agency.
And Wright kicks to Finney Smith. Van Vliet left side. Pass to Bryan. Fires from deep. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. Drives to the hoop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For 3, Van Vliet. Jokic grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Carter finds Jokic. Rejected by Van Vliet.
And perfect positioning from Van Vliet, wanting to block shots whenever he can. Great instincts.
Here's Wright. Count it. Wright's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Brown, the pass to Brown. And these days, you know, Clark, the trade for a star player takes a stockpile of draft picks, doesn't it?
Well, that seems to be the one way you can assure yourself of getting a proven star somewhere in the area of his prime. You know, and it doesn't always work out for both parties. Teams typically, in that case, would have to mortgage a bit of their future to get a player of that caliber. So it is tilted towards more risk than reward in most of those scenarios.
The pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Fred Van Vliet.
Fred Van Vliet picks one up.
First team foul. Shooting for